I have a small window, and there's a way that I want to play with the time I have left playing. There's a way I want to be coached. And so just knowing about the culture here, having a good relationship with Sue, it made it really easy when just looking at the window and being at the halfway mark of the season and just what I'm trying to accomplish. And for me personally, it just made sense for me and just my mental space and just, being able to play the game that I love.
How tough was that to say goodbye to your teammates and then to pick up and then come here?
It was extremely tough. I didn't go into the season this year thinking I would switch teams. That's never been something that I've ever done in my career. But again, at this point in my career and just what I'm trying to get out of it and what I want to get out of it at the end of the day and how I want to be coached, what type of culture I want to be a part of, it was very imperative for me that, okay, championship or not, what am I surrounded by? And that's really what it was for me. And again, having a close relationship with Sue and being able to talk to her in the off season and even now at this point where we are now, it just made it really that much easier. But it was extremely hard, because the decision that I made didn't just impact my life, but it impacted those in Phoenix. And it's something I think about all the time. But at some point, you do what's best for you in your career and what you're trying to get out of it. So.
How much of this conversation grow out of talking to someone in the off season?
Yeah, it did start in the off season, but when I was able and fortunate to have a conversation with Noe, the timing was just right at this point for whatever reason. And, I give thanks, I give glory to God, and I'm happy to be here and continue my career. I'm happy to be wanted and be able to help in any way that I can. So yeah, those conversations did start in the off season, but right now is where we are and how we were able to make it happen now.
What are your expectations as far as what your goal is?
To be myself in whatever opportunities is presented my way and whatever minutes is presented my way, to be able to impact this team, help this team vocally, physically out there, be a presence. I think I'll be able to be who I am within the minutes or within the span when I'm out there with whichever unit that I'm out there with. And I'm just, again, thankful for the opportunity, to be honest, to me, this isn't a really big thing when you're looking in the world. When you look at what's going on in Ukraine, when you look at the overturning of Roe versus Wade, when you look at where Brittany Griner is, I'm still able to do what I love. I'm just on another team. So that's the way that I try to look at it, to not make it as big as what it is, but yet I'm still human. And I think of the emotions of those that I left behind in Phoenix. So that's just what stays with me.
I guess more specifically, coming off the season where you led the league in scoring.
Right.
Stewart and super pick as he's playing really well.
Mm-hmm.
Situation where you can see yourself taking significant shots, possibly coming out of that.
Yeah, like I said, I'm open to it all. Obviously, coming here, I knew what I was coming into. I knew what opportunities would be presented with me, and I'm very fortunate to have played with, Epiphany Prince, including Jewel and Stewie and Sue. And with those four, it's for me personally, it's always been a joy. It's always been fun. We're able to be productive out there on the court, and then just knowing them on a personal level definitely helped with the decision on really, locking in on the decision to do this and make this transfer over here.
Steve talked a little bit earlier about your unbelievable just have sense of goal.
I think that's what was just instilled for me. Sue and I are cut from the same cloth. We came from UConn, and there's a certain level and standard that Coach Auriemma has for his players as guards and as post players, and that's the number one key, is to make layups and to rebound the ball. And I know I probably slowed down a little bit than what she remembers, earlier in my career, but yeah, it's something that I'm thankful to have been known for throughout my career.
Let's take a few questions from the Zoom real quick. Jeff Brown, why don't you go ahead, Jeff Brown?
Hey, Tina, welcome to Seattle.
Hi.
So you had just kind of touched on it a little bit, but I was wondering, because you have that experience playing with Sue and Stewie and Jewel on the Olympic team, how can that kind of help you get adjusted to the Storm maybe faster than it would otherwise?
Well, this organization has always been a stand-up organization. When anytime I was on the opponent on the opposite end and you're scouting Seattle, it's a lot. It's a lot individually, just with the talent that they have. And it was a lot with the sets and how they run their sets and how disciplined they are. And if it's one action, another action is going to come. So for me and being with those guys, I know they're going to help me along the way for me to be successful, to help this team to be successful. So I'm just, again, at the end of the day, I'm looking forward to being here and just how I can help.
And then I guess just talk about playing alongside Breanna Stewart, how you being on the court can benefit her and kind of vice versa.
As we touch base on me being a rebounder, I like to believe that I'm a good scorer. When I started watching playing basketball, it wasn't the defense that had basketball appealing to me. It was, to the benefit of being able to score in different ways. That's why I fell in love with the game, to have the opportunity to expand my game and just to keep challenging myself. And so for me, I just want to be able to make things easier for her. Outside of the Olympic team, we were able to play in Russia together for a couple of months. And again, just her being the face of our league and just what she presents and just using her platform. I think Stewie is more than just a basketball player and also a mother at the same time, and being able to still lock in when it's time, when her team needs her and when anyone needs her. So I'm excited for the opportunity to play with her for the remainder of the season.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. And Masvida, go ahead, Masvida.
Yeah. Hey, Tina, just a question. How much of this is about not where you play, but how you play and the team plays collectively? And obviously you win some games.
Yeah, it has everything to do with that. Like I said, I think at this point in my career, being 13 years in, what I put into this game, I just felt I owed it to myself to put myself in that position on, at the end of the day, championship or not in my career, but the way I went out was playing with, upstanding individuals, upstanding character players, coaching staff. And that's not to say that that's not what it was in Phoenix, but I just felt that this opportunity, there was just more there on a consistent level from what I saw and from what I heard, and having close relationships with the players. And that's what I'm happy and fortunate to have this landing space, and they had a need, and I just wanted to be able to.
And lastly, just how's the last few days been for you, just to settle in? And you got a game tomorrow, on and off the court. How's that been like?
It's been an emotional whirlwind because, again, I'm human. Again, I know that my decision impacted those in Phoenix. But again, I still had the support of Diana, and that's what meant the world to me because of what she's done for my career and, the rest of us and all those who've been in and out of the league. So yeah, it's definitely been an emotional whirlwind, but, I'm just leaning on Christ and just where he has me right now, and being able to have my family and, being set up with a new family here and having the support of the team, just saying that they have my back and to make me fully acclimated definitely helps.
Thank you.
And Pepper Pursley, go ahead, Pepper.
Hi, Tina. It's great to see you. Two quick questions. So first, just talk about now, obviously being able to play with Sue and Bree January in their last seasons.
Yeah, again, I have, really good friendships with both of them. Sue always jokes and says that I follow her everywhere, from going to Christ the King, going to UConn, the USA team. And I didn't think that I would be here, but I'm here now. So, we were able to work out in the off season. We've been on vacation together. Like, Sue means everything the same way that Diana means everything to me. And to have the opportunity, I'm very thankful. I didn't think I would be able to play with both of them in the same season, but I think that's making history right there. I'm just, I'm thankful for that. And again, Breanna January, I think there's 2 championships I could have had in 2012 and 2015 with that Indiana team she's been on. And, I know without her presence, Indiana isn't where they are now. And I'm thankful to be playing with her as well, and just have been able to develop the friendship that I have with her.
All right, thank you for that. And we've all seen Ezzy's growth this season. Can you talk about now being able to be on the same team as her and being able to mentor her, and what your experience was like as a younger player being mentored?
Yeah, for me, fortunately, when I came into the Connecticut Sun in 2010, I had Asia Jones, and she meant the world to me in my development on and off the court. And that was one of the opportunities that was presented to me in the off season coming here, was to be able to just be a voice, be able to help her along the way. And if she's willing and able to listen and wants that from me, I'm able to do that with my presence and what I do on the court, and just the standard that I have for myself off the court. But I know she's doing tremendous. I always hear great things along the way about her. I don't know her on a personal level, but you definitely feel her presence on the court when I was playing against her. So yeah, I'm looking forward to just helping her out in any way.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks, Pepper. Hunter Haynes, go ahead, Hunter.
Hi, Tina. What part of your game are you feeling like will be the most immediate impact that the Storm are going to feel once you join this team?
I think the same thing for the last 13 years, my rebounding and my scoring. I like to think that I'm still very present in both areas. So again, with whatever minutes is thrown my way, whatever opportunities, whichever groups, I'll be there to help. Passing, just, I have to be respected out there on the court. So just making things easier. I'm excited to be out there with Epiphany Prince again. We've known each other since we were 10. And there's always chemistry there from playing in New York for a couple of years. So yeah, I'm excited.
And Tina, you talked about the importance of this move right now during this window of time. What does that window look like for you in the future moving forward?
Well, if it's one thing I've learned over these last 3 days, life isn't about what you accomplish, but who you become. And, I'm becoming someone who has a standard. I'm becoming a woman that I want what I want and how it goes, and want to be amongst that professionals and how you carry yourself on and off the court. So for me, it's just who I'm becoming along the way. And that's the best thing about the goal, about trying to attain a goal. It's not about the goal, it's just who you become along the way. And that's what I'm most proud of myself right now.
Thanks, Tina. Welcome to Seattle.
Thank you.
Thanks, Hunter. I'm not sure we're going to get to all the rest of the questions, but we'll try our best. Christos, why don't you go ahead with your next question, Christos?
Hey, Tina, hope you're doing well. For you, that move going to Seattle is a kind of breath of fresh air about your journey, about your path in the W.
I'm sorry. I think I missed the question. Did I?
If this move for you to join the Storm is a kind of breath of fresh air for you.
Is it a breath of fresh air? Yeah, every new beginning, you definitely have to welcome it. There's a lesson in everything. I'm very thankful for my time in Phoenix and how I was able to help out there. And I'm welcoming this new opportunity as well. So yeah.
And from your perspective, how good this team can be until the end of the season?
I just finished my first practice, and the way everyone was very attentive to make sure that I was getting everything and on point, not wasting any time. Talisa made it sure that you're getting on display and you're going straight to practice. So I just know what's important for them, and that's making sure that I'm fully acclimated, making sure that I'm able to be around the team definitely during this emotional time for me. And again, I think the sky's the limit. We just have to get out there and see. And I know it's going to take time, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you very much.
And one more from Zoom, Alex. Go ahead, Alex.
Hey, Tina, thanks so much for taking the time. You've alluded to where you are in your career a couple of times, and I'm curious, are you expecting to keep playing in the W beyond this season? Have you put a timeline on kind of when you expect to retire, or is that contingent upon getting a title?
I'll retire when I stop getting double and triple teamed. When people stop respecting me, that's when I know it's time to go. But until that day, I'll be out there.
Thank you.
That was the New York in me that just came out. But yeah, I'll be out there until that stops. So yeah.
Mark, go ahead.
You talk about your things away from the basketball court. Talk foundational, but I think a lot of fans know about that. Tell us about that.
Yeah, thank you for asking. My foundation, Hopi's Heart Foundation, is in memory of my late aunt, Maureen Vaz, who passed away from multiple organ failure. Prior to her passing away, March 9th, 2013, I read an article on a high school basketball player, Wes Leonard, in Detroit, Michigan, who passed away from sudden cardiac arrest when your heart suddenly stopped, and his high school didn't have an AED. And so I was very intrigued by it. And then I looked up what an AED was, and the importance of it. And when I saw the device, I never received the orientation on it and how important it is for every institution to have this device. And so, you know, up to that point, I was very active in the community, and I just wanted to put my efforts into raising awareness to sudden cardiac arrest. So right now, the foundation serves as an AED grant program where anybody, any nonprofit can go to the website and just explain in 300 words why you think the device is important to you, and we'll donate you a free AED. The way you see AEDs is the way you should see it as fire extinguishers. The way you go to a school and you know your routine, your protocol for a fire is the way you should have for an AED. We've been fortunate and saw the fruits of our labor. We were able to save a life July 13, 2017. Mr. Dan Carlson, he was outside, and the AED we donated to his organization, another employee was able to revive him. So I'm very thankful. We've placed over 433 AEDs. I personally donate my entire WNBA salary to my foundation just to keep communities heart safe. So Hopi's Heart Foundation is very dear to my heart. I'm very blessed and fortunate to have this platform and just keep communities heart safe. Right now, we have a rebounding challenge that anybody can pledge any dollar amount per rebound that I get. And I plan on matching it just to place these AEDs. So yeah, you know, we all have a platform out here. We all have something that's dear to our heart. And for me, it's AED placement and raising awareness to sudden cardiac arrest. So I thank you for that question.
Yeah, I know you're probably just looking forward or move on from the past, but I'm obviously something wasn't working in Phoenix, and trying to get a sense of what exactly that was and what kind of tension there was. Again, it seemed to be a little bit of a messy separation.
Yeah, fortunate for you, the answer is exactly what you said. I'm moving forward and I'm staying present. And those who are involved, we all know respectfully, professionally, and this isn't the platform to explain it here. So I'm thankful to be here, and I look forward to playing tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Steve. We
Thank you.
joining us. Why don't we
Appreciate you
see how-
guys. Thank you.